want to introduce our speaker today. I'm very excited because it's been a long time since she's been on the wake-up call. The last time she was on, it was a conference call. You know that thing, the telephone you would call in, so you didn't have to put makeup on. But now we do. It's Monday morning, everybody, and we are live on Facebook. And let me just say that she started about 8 years ago. And like any other business in the world, sometimes you lose your footing or you lose your joy or you just feel like you need to step back a little bit. So I want you to listen to what set her back and what brought her back. You guys, she is a superstar diamond, but has been elite 6 times. She's a 6-time elite coach, and she is in the cast of Let's Get Up with a first row to Shaun T. Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Ewoldsen. Hello, hello.
Hey, hey.
All right. So I want to just let you take this on and talk a little bit about your story.
Okay. Well, thank you for the intro, Sandy. Like you mentioned, I do have a story of burnout. I have been a coach for 8.5 years now, and I've accomplished a lot of incredible things, and this coaching has done incredible things for my family. But I will say around year 5, 2017 to be exact, I hit this major burnout. I lost my footing. Like you said, I wasn't making good use of my time. I wasn't balancing my time. I wasn't doing the vital behaviors, the basics. I lost a lot of coaches. I had just finished bolting it for top 10 for the 2nd year in a row. Fell short at number 11, which is still really awesome. But I just took on this terrible mindset of bitterness, and I just thought, you know what, maybe I just need something else to do. And I should have been, just more positive, I guess, and embracing the journey of growth, embracing the peaks and valleys that come with that. But I didn't. I took a step back and I started looking for grass is greener opportunities, which didn't work out so well. But what did happen is I found a hobby that has turned into a full-blown passion of mine, ballroom dancing. And during that time, I started to focus on this, and it helped me reconnect with the joy I had lost. And, it was something that I could focus on and find progress in that wasn't fitness or business related. And I thought that's what I needed. But really, it helped me gain this new perspective that learning the basics and taking initiative to start is essential for any new endeavor or new skill. I can't step foot on a competition floor if I don't know the basic steps. And I realized building a business is no different. I can totally find joy in that and get back to the basics and enjoy the process. And you know what? I missed this community so freaking much. We are just so fun. Just the elevated support and accountability. I was missing my team, and I just felt so silly for stepping away. But it was sad to think I was quick to jump ship when things weren't going my way. But I realized that Beachbody wasn't going to do the work for me, that I had to show up and do the work, and the work was on me, So anyway, I had this light bulb moment on the set of Let's Get Up. I was thinking about my journey of burnout and finding dancing and reconnecting with joy and putting that back into my business. And I was like, oh my gosh, this program is going to do that for others. Everybody that's just so burnt out or bored on every aspect of their life. This is something Beachbody has never done before. It is a dance conditioning program, but I like to look at it the breakdown of dynamic movement to a beat. That's all it is. It's dynamic movement to a beat, and it's being broken down for you. And there's strength, and there's insanity, and there's toning. All things we're familiar with, but it's just like this whole remix, and it's put in a non-traditional format. I mean, it's a big party. Like, everyone is just going to have so much fun with this. It is so joyful. It's Hawaii and sunshine and colors and movement through unity. And I just think it's going to be great for, number one, the coaches feeling burnout, fatigue on life, program fatigue even. And, we went through this pandemic, and we're still going through it. But 2020 was a hard year, and people need to connect with their joy. And this is going to be that for them. So we as coaches need to come into this, open-minded and equipped and ready to share, so that we can change people's lives, not just physically, because they're going to be feeling it and seeing it physically, but mentally and spiritually.
I am so happy that you shared that story of just kind of stepping back, walking away a little bit, and needing to find the joy. But you said that Beachbody doesn't do that for you. And I love that you said that, because when people are just feeling down about everything, they need to take a good look at what they can change, they can work on. And I mean, isn't that the crux of Beachbody, is the transformation, is getting that personal change? So the timing couldn't be better either. With the pandemic, everything seems to be kind of gray, just kind of dark and dim, and it's time for a party.
Right.
So I asked you to talk about, how are you going to talk about this program? I mean, you were in the cast, so you have a bird's eye view now of what it is, but how will you talk about this? And maybe you can even get at the end, look, like, people have objections about a dance program. Is it really a dance program, or is it just disguised like it's still a workout? So why don't you go ahead and talk about how you're going to teach your coaches how to share it?
Okay. So I do want to share quite a few tips and communicate how I'm going to teach my coaches how to share the joy of this program through social media. There's a really unique feature that I'm going to talk about that I think is going to make it so easy for them. Number two, how to feel confident going into inviting for Let's Get Up with your cold market and your warm market. And I really want to help my coaches, like you said, gain a new perspective about this program, so that we can go into it open-minded and help people battle objections. Okay, so social media, it's my favorite. Something really, truly unique about the Let's Get Up program is it's going to have these, what are called TikTok moments. TikTok or Reels moments. So every dance workout in the Let's Get Up program, because not every workout is a dance workout, there are strength workouts too, but every dance workout is going to have this TikTok or Reels moment attached to it, where the choreography from the workout is going to be condensed and broken down, and a little routine is going to come out of it. And we're also going to have music provided, so that we can take this routine with the music and translate it to a reel on our Instagram or a TikTok on our TikTok. And I just think this is such a exciting piece to this, because it's going to allow coaches to add value through this entertainment piece, which is really becoming it's trending on Instagram. The dance trends, we're going to be right in there with it, with our own little Let's Get Up piece, and sharing the joy on Instagram with this Reels format or TikTok. The voiceovers are going on. There's a lot of entertainment going on Instagram right now, and Reels is where it's at when it comes to expanding your network and getting that growth and connection with your audience. Reels has been huge for my business and expanding my network, because it's allowed me to connect with my audience in a very creative way, in a very relatable way. And so I'm so excited that coaches are going to have this, fresh new content that we don't even really have to think about. It's going to be given to us. We can just take it to Instagram or take it to TikTok and share how freaking fun this program is. Like, just communicate the joy with people. And best of all, it's going to generate this curiosity from people. Who doesn't want to be a part of a dance party? I don't know anyone that doesn't. But people are going to start to ask, what are you doing? That looks like so much fun. Where's the music from? Where did you get that choreography? And all of this interest, all this curiosity and FOMO is going to be a great in for us to get in and start conversations with people that are interacting with our social media content through these reels and these TikTok moments from Let's Get Up. So I meant to say this at the beginning. If you guys want to pull out a pen and paper or get your little typing fingers ready on a note, I do have a lot of examples of, how to communicate this program with people, things that I'm going to give my coaches to take, and use. So the first one is an example conversation starter you can have with somebody that's interacting with your reel or showing interest with this program. Okay, so hey, so-and-so, thank you so much for your support on my recent reel. It was definitely something outside of my comfort zone to post, but I'm having so much fun with this program, so I felt the courage to share a little of the joy today. I'm just curious how you found me and if you share my interest in health and fitness. So this is a really simple conversation starter. It's relatable, and I'm not beating around the bush, talking about the weather. I'm diving right into interest in health and fitness, which is going to make it easy for me to transition into talking about fitness goals and then eventually upgrading to a total body solution for this person. Okay, so I talked a little bit about this social media, starting these genuine conversations on social media with people based off of the reels and the TikTok moments we're going to get from Let's Get Up. I want to dive into inviting a little bit further, but first and foremost, and I know my coaches listening to this call are going to be like, oh my gosh, here she goes, broken record, because this is something I talk about all the time with my coaches, is you have to have genuine conversations going on your social media all the time. Your social media does not work unless you're doing the behind the scenes work, talking to people. And what does a genuine conversation mean? It doesn't mean, just message all the people and immediately start talking about your challenge group. It means messaging people and, just compliment them on their outfit, or talk about, if they're a dog lover, talk about the dog, talk about the kids, talk about the mom life, whatever you can do to connect and bond and build this trust and rapport with this person, it's going to go a long way. And I think this is something we often overthink. But I tell my coaches, like, if you were to walk into a bar, I guess any social environment, and sit next to a stranger, what would you say to that person? How would you compliment them? How would you get the conversation started? It is no different on social media. And the next time we feel ourselves, being fearful of that, we need to remember that people are on social media to be social. If they didn't want to talk to people, if they didn't want to interact with people, they would not have an Instagram or Facebook account. So, just remember that the next time you're feeling afraid to do this, and just go out there and be everyone's virtual BFF and talk about everything under the sun. Okay, so ongoing conversations are super important for expanding your network. Number one, sometimes your post will do the work for you. And what do I mean by this? I'm having a conversation with so-and-so, we're talking about, whatever. Facebook and Instagram see that behind the scenes activity and they say, oh, okay, Megan and so must be friends, right? So when Megan posts, I'm going to make sure so-and-so sees all of her stuff because they're friends and she probably wants to see it, right? So, all of a sudden I become super relevant to everybody I'm having conversations with behind the scenes. And the next time I do talk about a challenge group, they're going to see it. And a lot of the time they ask for more information. I like to tell my coaches a story of a coach I signed recently where our conversation started about skincare. It had nothing to do with Beachbody. I was talking about skincare in my stories one day. She reached out and we were bonding over this skincare conversation, girlfriend stuff. And the conversation went on, and I made an update in my stories, soon thereafter about my challenge group. And she was like, whoa, Megan, pause on the skincare conversation. Tell me about this. Like, what are you doing? I need to be doing what you're doing. And so I signed her up with a challenge pack. But the conversation started with skincare. But she may not have seen my post about my challenge group if we weren't having those conversations, because my stuff was being fed to her, first. Now, it doesn't always happen that way. In a perfect world, everybody would come to us asking for more information, but they don't. However, it's a lot less awkward to reach out to someone. And this is number 2, why it's important to have ongoing conversations. It's a lot less awkward to reach out to somebody who you've been having conversations with and having, built this relationship over time. Like, let's get up, for example. I would not message someone that I didn't know, had never really talked to that much, and say like, hey, I was just looking at your profile and it seems like you need some joy in your life. Like that would be really awkward, right? And kind of rude, but it's more comfortable and much easier to approach somebody that you've been talking to for a long time. And I would probably say something like this. You can write this down too. Hey, so-and-so, there's that so-and-so again. I was just thinking about you and our conversation from a few days ago, and I couldn't help but think how much we clicked and how fun it would be to do this new workout program I'm doing together. Is this something you'd like to hear more about? Way less awkward, right? Okay, so I've kind of walked through, sharing Let's Get Up on social media, sharing the joy, generating this interest, taking this interest, turning it into conversations, keeping the conversations going, how to invite these people that you're having conversations with. But what I want to stress is how valuable this program is going to be for your warm market. And your warm market is your immediate friends and family. And I especially want to teach my new coaches how to invite to their friends and family for this program, because what better way to hit the ground running with your business with people you love, and something that I realized on the set of Let's Get Up, when the coach test group started, I was there in Hawaii, going through Instagram, following all the hashtags and watching all these coaches in the test group do this program. And what I loved was, it surprised them. They were like, oh my gosh, my body is being worked. This is so much fun. I didn't think it would be. I didn't think I'd like that. That was all great. But one of the biggest things for me was, especially as a mom, realizing what a family affair it is. I mean, this program is not only going to change individual lives, it's going to change families' lives. I was watching, spouses get up off the couch and join in on the workout party that's going on in the living room. I'm watching the kids jump in and do it. I'm watching the teenagers jump in and do it. And so I'm going to teach my coaches to keep that in mind when they are inviting to their warm market. I'm going to teach them to say something that may look like this. grab that pen again. Hey, so-and-so, just sitting down to work on my fit club for the month, which is a supportive group of people working on their fitness goals together. That just feels so important right now, coming out of such a tough year. And I'm literally smiling from ear to ear, thinking about how much you would love to do this new program with me. Honestly, the amount of joy this program brings is like nothing I have ever experienced. It's so much fun, and it doesn't even feel like a traditional workout program. It's something the whole family will enjoy too. Does this sound like something you'd be interested in? Okay, so we've walked through the social media, sharing the joy, and inviting to your cold market, inviting to your warm market. What comes with inviting that we all love so much? It's battling the objections. Yay, right? But no, it doesn't have to be. Are you going to stop me?
No, I'm not going to stop you. I'm going to say yay, amen for what you're talking about. And before you get into objections, which is your final point, it's about the warm market, cold market. I'm just noticing people on Facebook having struggles, just having a conversation with people. And I want to differentiate warm market, people who know you, people who trust you, family, friends, and people who have been, kind of following you for a while. Cold market, you're not going to start a conversation with somebody and say, hi, you need joy in your life, which is what you said, which was perfect. Can you just give a little tiny description of how you look at each, both groups?
Yeah, it is different. Like I feel like people in my warm market, they're watching me, or I see them on Easter for Easter dinner, or they know what I'm doing already. So the conversation can look a little different. The example I gave said, let's see, blah, blah, blah. Where am I? I'm losing Sandy, you threw me off.
Yeah, no, it's not meant to throw you off.
Yeah, it looks different because people on social media, we're excited and we want to scream it from the rooftops, but they don't even have a clue yet. It's got to be taken one step at a time through these conversations, and you got to keep having them and ease them into it. Whereas your warm market is more like, oh yeah, that's Megan. Like, she's doing the Beachbody thing. She's starting this program. I kind of know about that. But, maybe they're waiting to be asked. Really, with your cold and your warm market, sometimes it is a matter of you saying, will you join me?
Exactly. But I mean, people are watching you because you're doing it. If you were just saying, hey, we have a new program out, you should try it, I think it'll bring you joy. There's no connection there. Right. You have like firsthand knowledge of this program, and it changed you. And I think that's the big difference. That's where you don't sound salesy. You sound like you have a genuine understanding of this product, and you got some transformation, a huge transformation for you. It brought the joy back. Yeah. So I just wanted to stop you there. You're doing fantastic. Why don't you go ahead and talk about people that may not want to do this because they've seen the promos and they think it's too dancey for them. That's not the point.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
I love how Sandy can wrap it up in 2 minutes, and I spent all weekend putting this together. But anyways, so with inviting comes objections, right? We face these objections. And one that I want to address in particular, because I feel like maybe some of us are feeling this way ourselves, is I'm not a dancer, I can't do that, I'm not going to do that program. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to teach my coaches going into this to be open-minded and, just try programs that they think they're not going to like, because it may surprise them. I'll be the first to admit, I have judged programs before they launched and didn't think I was going to like it. I'm going to take 10 rounds, for example. Boxing, cool. I feel like I'm going to look like a joke when I throw a punch. But, I bought it. I tried it. To my surprise, I really liked it. My core really liked it. But even better, I inspired others to try it who clicked with it and found that it was their jam. My 63-year-old dance teacher lost 15 pounds and reshaped his entire body because of that program. And if I would have thrown it to the curbside and said, nope, not doing it, I don't want to look silly throwing punches, then I wouldn't have inspired him to do that, and that wouldn't have happened. So, we have to be the bridge for people so they can discover something that clicks for them, something that works for them, instead of looking at it like, oh, I can't get anything out of that. But what can you get out of it so that we can connect people to things that they can absolutely fall in love with and show great results from? So I'm going to tell my coaches, given that information, to take something like this and say it to people that are giving them that objection of, I can't dance, I'm not doing this. And it goes something like this. What if you just tried it for 30 days? I'll admit I had the same concerns trying a dance conditioning program, but I think you'll be surprised at how much your body will be worked doing simple, dynamic movement mixed with strength training. I was actually extremely shocked at how much I felt it in my core without even going down to the ground. And while you're moving to the music, you'll be having so much fun, you won't even realize you're working out and getting such great results. It's something the whole family can do too. What do you think? So, I'm relating to their concerns. I'm approaching it as, it does have, I'm not going to say it doesn't have dancing to it, but I think what people aren't realizing is that it's broken down so easily, and your body's going to be moving in ways it hasn't moved before, which is going to bring on new changes. And so I wanted to simplify that for people because, they may even just really, really love it. They just have to give it a try. And I'm giving them details without being too wordy, so I can just help them overcome this fear of dancing.
You know what? I think that you can just fill in the blanks with any program that we have. Somebody can say, well, I just don't box. I just don't dance. I don't like meditation. You can just fill in the blanks, and people are just not wanting to do anything. So how do you motivate people to do something, unless you have that joy and that exudes from your posts and what you talk about? Your eyes sparkle when you talk about a program that you love, So yeah. I'm just so grateful that you talked about handling objections, because it really doesn't matter what the program is. We want people to just get up. Right? Just do it. Like that is it. So I'm grateful that you have all these scripts. I know that people are asking for your scripts, and all they have to do is rewatch this wake up call, and they can hear you in the way that you are answering questions for people and I'm talking about the program. Also, a little surprise, this weekend is Super Weekend, and we have one of the Let's Get Up workouts featured in.
Yay!
So before you get into your the closing of the call, I just wanted to say that again. Just going back to the way that you're talking about this, the program right now because you were in the cast. The program comes out April 19th. So your advice to people would be what right now about the program? To do it.
Yeah, buy it, do it. Because it's like, I didn't sign up with Shakeology. Bad me. And I couldn't share that with people who needed help with their nutrition. It wasn't about me. It was about people that needed help. And then I realized if I'm going to help people with their nutrition, I'm probably going to have to try Shakeology myself so I can talk about it. And then I bought it, and Well, I did maybe miss a day or two while traveling, but I usually never miss a day. Sorry, Carl, I missed a day. But like, it just, you have to try it. You have to buy it. You have to try it. You discover that what it can do for you, what you can get out of it, so that you can share it with others that will, possibly click with it, or this could be the program that's going to just pull them out of such a crappy, mindset from such a crappy year. And,
I was just thinking that the world is going to open up again, and you're going to have to go to someone's wedding, and you're going to have to dance.
That's right.
And you know what? We always look at the person on the dance floor who's having the most fun, not the one who is the best dancer. We look at the one who exudes joy. And I think that you've made your point here, that it is really all about finding that happiness again for people that have been feeling a little burnt out and a little bit gray, a little down. So what has been key factors in your success, Megan? I'll let you take it.
Okay. Well, something really interesting has happened over the last, 3 to 4 years. I found this joy, reconnected with my joy through dancing on that big self-discovery journey. But what also happened with it was it brought out a more authentic me that I have now taken to social media and shared with people. I mean, I am sharing who I am now with more confidence than I ever have. And I think it just helped me let loose and let go and embrace who I am, who is this quirky, goober, weird sense of humor. I mean, I'm weird, but I'm embracing it and sharing it. And as a result, things are growing. I'm connecting with more people. People are trusting me because I'm not afraid to share who I am. They're inspired, and I am just connecting with more people because of it. And I've just realized that Let's Get Up is going to be that for so many of us coaches, so that we can then take it and share it with so many people who have lost themselves and need to rediscover that joy. And I think above all, this whole journey, burnout and finding joy again and self-discovery, I have realized that I should always be open to trying new things, because it's how we grow. It's how we push through the burnout, and it's how we take it to the next level.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there that everybody right now is just kind of stuck in a rut, and they need a change. They want a change. And the best thing to get you out of a rut is to raise your hand and open yourself to new opportunities and try something new. So I so appreciate you being on, Megan. Thank you so much. And you did great on camera versus the telephone call.
Oh, geez. I know. It's not scary or nerve-wracking at all being on here.
No, not at all. You got through it. And congratulations on finding a program that really, really brought out the joy. And you have something more to talk about on social media now. So appreciate that. All right. We are going to close the call with 5 minutes of Kevin Shaw. Kay Shaw. Hey, hello.
Hey, Sandy. Thanks for that. And Megan, great job with your call. Spoke to a lot of coaches. Okay. So coaches, so we talked earlier about the Take Action Challenge. And one of the ways that you can earn an entry into the Take Action Challenge is by having an active bod group during this period for between April and for 12 weeks until the end of June. And so I want to make sure that you know exactly how to set up a bod group so that you can start sending your invites. I'm going to show you how to do that. And so that when somebody requests to join your group, you can accept them. But you have to have a bod group to do that. And so what I want you to do is join me as I show you how you can do that. So I'm going to share my screen really quick. Hopefully I forgot to make sure I have the right one up, but I think I do. Okay. So what I'm going to show you how to do is how to set up your own bod group. Now you have to be an admin or a co-admin of a bod group. I'm going to assume that you want to be an admin because you're going to start inviting. Remember, a week from today is the sample workout for Let's Get Up. And on the 19th is when it becomes available for coaches. And I want to make sure that I have that ready to go. So what I'm going to do is start a new group and get started. So what I want to do is start a brand new group. And I didn't even check to see if Let's Get Up is going to be on here just yet. Not yet, but it will. It will be up there. So right now I'm going to label this a fitness one. I'm going to have this start. You know what? I'm actually going to have this one start on the 12th because I want to lead up until the 19th. And then it's going to go for who knows how long, just for the sake of things. I'm going to say here. Okay. This is going to be an English group. And I do want this one right here. People who I invite my customers and leads, plus those on who visit my coach page. If you're confused as to what all of this means, you can click here. It will tell you all about it. And then I do want to see posts from Carl and from super trainers telling me to get up and take action. So I don't want to what I want to do here is say, let's get up prep group. Well, maybe not group. We'll just say, let's get up group. Okay. And then you can select an image. That one looks like they are trying to get up off the floor. Great. That one works for me. Okay. So we click on next. Here, describe. If you want, you can add your own video. You can just upload it by selecting your own video down here. This is going to help us get ready for the customer launch in May. Okay. I want them obviously having Beachbody on demand so that they can participate in this. I want them in Shakeology. I want the performance line and those dancing. Oh, I didn't like dancing. Okay, dancing shoes. All right, click on next. You can put whatever you want there, obviously. And then some testimonials. By the time we will have testimonials here. You can choose either men, women, coaches, non-coaches, single image, before and after. It doesn't matter. We're going to choose that one, that one. You can choose up to 3, so I'll choose 3 right there. Okay, it's ready to go live. I'm going to make sure that it looks good on my end. Yep, she's getting up off the floor. 6 days, 16 hours, 11 minutes. Here's what they need to join. Here's the group. Here's some testimonials. Looks great to me. So then I'm going to publish the group. Now, remember, at this point, I have a group for the Take Action Challenge. You need to invite people. So instead, normally in the past, I've said, go ahead and just share a link. But what you need to do in this case, to be entered in as you invite people to your group, you need to either come here and enter their email address here through the Beachbody on-demand system. If you share it just through your email, we have no idea who you invite because it's done through your own personal Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, whatever it may be. Through here, you can just you can either upload a list if you have a lot of people, or you can come in here, enter their name, enter the email address, and then eventually you can hit send, and then that will generate the correct entries. Remember, for this one, it's every 10 people you invite, you to get 1 entry into the Take Action Challenge. And then as every person joins your group that you are an admin or co-admin, you will get another entry into the Take Action Challenge prize pool. So I'll talk all about it once again. I'm going to jump over to the champions page here in about a half hour, 45 minutes to talk all about it. But that's exactly how you need to do it. So whatever hesitations you've had in the past, take Megan's, maybe I should stop here. Take Megan's, Sammy didn't see that. Take Megan's advice here and sit and step outside your comfort zone. Do something different. Get out of the rut. And it's uncomfortable. There's going to be a learning curve, but that's okay. Take action. Let's get up and take action. Those two things go hand in hand, and get people excited about the future. Get them excited about what can be for them with their mental health, physical health, emotional health, and them helping others feel the same way. Guys, we are so excited for this new program. We're so excited for you to take action. Put it aside. guys, and make these 3 months your best 3 months yet because you took action. We'll see you again on another National Wake Up Call next week, and we'll guys have a phenomenal week. Bye.